It's really hard to be the only person doing all my research, all my everything. So, I mean, like, that's why I don't even fucking fuck with any of this. Like, I mean, I hardly fuck with the research or anything, if I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I would take everything that I said at face value, and y'all are welcome to contradict me in my comments. However, if I could just circle on back here, I also believe that while it's true, yeah, I fuck up sometimes. I mean, I'm just an arbitrary on the internet. I don't, I'm just spouting off what I think at any given point in time. Sometimes I hit it, sometimes I miss it, sometimes I fuck up, sometimes I do amazing. I don't fucking know. But, and I'm not afraid to go back on something that I believed in. I'm not afraid to change my mind. Your thoughts will change a million times throughout your life. I won't always agree with every single thing that I said back in this time or whatever. Your thoughts and your opinions are not influenced by what is true and what is wrong. It is mostly influenced by the amount of information that you're getting at the time. And information changes constantly, and a lot of times you don't even fucking get information. A lot of times you get a whole bunch of stuff from people making rumors and stuff on the internet. We are not, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, there's a study that proves this. I could fucking find a study that proves the earth is flat even though it's not. You can find a study to back up anything. Here's the thing about language, and the thing that makes language so fucked up and dangerous and beautiful and wonderful at all the same time. Language controls reality. The reason you think the sky is blue is because of language. And if you talk circles around somebody's head the fuck enough, you could convince any motherfucker in the world the sky is really red, and to some people it is really fucking red. I mean, the thing about, there are laws to reality, but then there are also things about the human brain that I don't even think that we completely fucking understand. Like, is it possible for somebody to reform? Like, why are people sociopaths? Why do people want to hurt people? How can you tell if somebody is a good person? How do we know who to trust? How can we come on to this, like, place here on the internet and know, like, everybody down in the comments, they want to listen to me and they want to talk and they want to have a discussion. I'm not, like, this isn't a place that's completely full of haters. This isn't a place that's full of ass kissers. This is a place where we just fucking shoot the shit, guys. I'm a fucking cam girl that dropped out of fucking community college. I just say what's on my mind. I'm allowed to do that. That's fine. But I feel like because we're in this, like, place where there's so much urgency, there's so much, because we're always trying to, like, exploit this big thing, get your attention, like, do this, we make things that are tiny little things, that tiny little human experiences. People they have such a profound feeling about mentally ill girls. Like, that mentally ill girls being online is, like, the cardinal sin. Like, you're not supposed to be unless, you get the savior types that want to, like, go and help you, and you get the people who think that you should just, like, be stuck on a train and, like, go be where we're not making them uncomfortable anymore. Everybody has a completely different idea of who is and is not a good person, of what right and wrong are. What's right and wrong to me and my weird, stupid little moral code is completely different from, like, Onision's or Andrew Tate or whatever. Like, those things are nuanced, and there's no room for nuance anymore. There's no room for, I mean, like, I think canceling a creator for saying the fucking N-word or for doing whatever back in 2003, that's fucking insane. That's a weird thing to do. I understand why people feel so powerfully about those things. However, feeling powerfully and being correct are different things. Something fucking died in my attic and I have a fly infestation now. I can't crawl up into my attic. My attic is fucking 200 degrees and it's full of exposed wires. So if you're like, why are you so fucking gross this month? It's because I can't fucking do anything about it. I digress. Can somebody who used to be a piece of shit be a good person later in life? Can somebody change? The internet doesn't like to let people do that. The internet doesn't like to let people change their minds. The internet seems to think that as soon as somebody does or says anything, that they just, you know, they'll take one little stupid thing that somebody did or said and they'll just like hold on to it. And they'll like never the fuck let it go. And it's juvenile, it's immature, and it's stupid. And I mean, like, people will like pick apart and take things out of context and spread misinformation and just like straight up pull bullshit out of their ass. Like, people will do like that kind of stuff is very rampant, and it is a really big problem. Sometimes people are problems, but the audience can be as much of a problem as the creator is a lot of the time. So the thing is, you don't know. You don't know. I could be like a fucking sociopath-ass serial killer bitch, and you'd have no fucking idea, because I can come on here and I can control your opinion of me. You have a lot of control over the way people perceive you. Nobody understands that better than fucking sociopaths. That's why Ted Bundy fucking donated to women's shelters. That's why John Wayne Gacy likes it, like, oh, I do all this shit in my church. Bill Gates. I mean, I could probably say what the fuck ever I want about him. Nobody's really watching my channel, but I think Bill Gates is a fucked up, sick motherfucker. And if you Google a lot of his stuff with Epstein, it's fucking weird. Pope Francis is a piece of shit with an amazing fucking PR team. He relocates pedophiles. Pope Francis does. And he fucking hates gay people. But, you know, all you gotta do is plant some stuff on Reddit. Like, if you post a post here on the internet, the very first comment is going to influence all the other comments. Like, if you, like, see somebody, you're having a bad day, and you're like, this fucking bitch, why does she get to say those things? Why does she get to say that? If I said that, if I did that, blah, 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 I'm not gonna go, like, I can't go turn on my camera and do this, that, or the other thing, and then they make a comment. And then the other people go in, and they see the comment, and they're like, well, I don't want to be the person who everybody gangs up on with this person, so I'm just going to go ahead and join them, so I don't, like, that's just what happens. Picking on the most vulnerable target will make the rest of the pack respect you for some reason. Like, that's some, like, monkey level evolutionary leftover bullshit that's fucking us up a lot now. I mean, there are people whose entire careers could have been completely different if somebody else just decided not to be a dickhole in the comment section one day. Everything you do is a little stupid fucking butterfly flap. People really aren't inherently good or bad, and good or bad are arbitrary concepts that's constantly evolving. That, like, what's good now wasn't good back in fucking Nazi Germany. What's good now wasn't fucking good back in biblical times. What's good now, you know, you see what I mean? Like, whenever I do my Aleister Crowley, that's going to be a really big fucking point. He has been recorded as the most wicked man in the whole fucking universe, and he's the most wicked man in the universe because he was a bisexual. That's it. That's it. Like, he took people on some spiritual journeys, and so I'm gonna do his video tomorrow. We're gonna talk all about it. But for the most part, being a little rich boy living off of inheritance and using all of that money to go have you some bisexual orgies, that wasn't a very good thing to do back in 1925. I fucking tell you what. I pulled a year out of my ass. I don't really remember when I think it wasn't the 30s. I don't fucking know. I'll look it up later. I'll look it up for that video. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better on top of research and stuff. But guys, like, most of the research channels and stuff are entire teams of people. And I mean, maybe that just should signal to me, Diet Cokehead. You should not fucking talk out of your ass all the fucking time. But I mean, whatever. I'll just make another video and backtrack over what I said and be like, I'm sorry. I was blah. But now, if somebody did something way back when, is reformation possible? Is whatever. Most therapists seem to believe that it's possible, but I mean, I've lied to so many fucking therapists. I'm like, how credible is that? And I mean, maybe for some people it is. Apparently predators, actually, most of them have a pretty good track record of being reformed, but I don't think that is even a really good statistic, because I think that there are several different kinds. I think that there are ones that are completely pathetic and confused, and we're just have Stockholm syndrome, and then there are people who are just evil and they want to hurt somebody. So I mean, like, whenever you put that nuance into play, then it's like, who should we forgive, who should be okay, who should get to be here, who should get to whatever. But I mean, the smartest, most well-researched, hugest team of whatever, nobody's gonna be up here perfect all the fucking time. Like, it's impossible. Especially like with like one little creator at a time doing whatever it takes to hold an audience's fucking ADD ass attention. That's just not something that's really easy to do this day and age. But with that being said, I just think that things shouldn't really be taken at face value. Like, anytime somebody says something, like every time I point something out and then somebody's like, well, this happened, and what about this, and what about whatever, and then like it's some link to some asshole that just shows a clip with absolutely no context and narrates what's happening without, you know, explaining. Like, if you Eugene is a fucking excellent example of this, because like as soon as you look her up, it's like everybody's like, she, all this shit happened to her in her childhood. This is what her family's like. Like, her dad is like hardly ever, like, not really been shown, but there are like so many ridiculous theories about him that people are spouting off with such conviction. And I mean, that's a person. Like, that's a human being, guys. That's a real whatever. And people make stuff up, not even because, like, sometimes they just hate her, sometimes they're jealous of her because she got skinnier than they ever did and they had to recover when they were way fatter. Sometimes people just have opinions of, like, if somebody sees somebody not listening to them and doing what they want them to do and saying whatever online. Oh, we're people. We're not little puppets that have to like kiss your ass and do everything that you say, you know? And I get that a lot of people, I don't know, it's like the world is fucking made up of people that have the balls to come up here and do this, and the people who yell at them. That's like the distinguishment of human beings. How much should we hold people accountable for whatever? And I mean, it's a case by case. Everything is so, like, people are shitty. Like, nobody holds a creator to the same standards they hold themselves or their friends to. And everybody has demons. Everybody has shit. Like, I mean, however enraged you are, like, who you obsess over the most is probably the person that you are the most, Jungian's shadow theory. Like, what happens is somebody sees what they want to be and they can't be, and that makes them resent somebody. Or if they see a part of themselves that they don't like, if they see, like, the worst of themselves in somebody, I mean, like, that's, like, Amberlynn Reed is fucking Jungian shadow shit. Like, no matter, like, her audience are self-hating fat people, 100%. But, you know, I mean, that's just the way of the world. That's just how people are. People fucking suck. People aren't shit. The easiest way, I think, of navigating the world is just locking yourself up in your bedroom and never and only, like, fucking with people on the internet, so that at any given point of time you can block them and stay alone in your bedroom and not be really affected by anything that they do or say. But that's just me. I kind of just hold it by law, like, if you're not really hurting anybody else, then you're not really hurting anybody else. I don't think that you should dogpile and gang up on people for being online. I don't think that, especially not whenever they're mentally ill. I think if you're somebody who doesn't, who's not a predator, who, like, I don't believe that people are racist. I don't think that anybody is. I think that people are angry. I think that they're scared. I think that they're ignorant. And I believe that racism is like one of the ones that people can change and be ashamed of themselves over. And I don't know if somebody does do that, if somebody does change, then I don't know if we should, like, always hang that over their heads and completely, like, I mean, in a lot of ways, like, taking things that people want to change about themselves, which is possible. I don't know if complete reformation is possible or not. I really don't know. It's reformation is something that has been studied, and it's been manipulated, and it's been, psychologists and sociologists and stuff have been studying this thing since people have those things have existed. So I don't know if, like, nobody knows if somebody can change or not. But I think that some things can change, and I think that people can be given the benefit of the doubt. And I mean, like, there are some crimes, like if you have a crime that completely ruins somebody's life, and you've completely, like, then yeah, you should probably be held accountable for that. I mean, we live in a day and age where the first fucking symptom of being a narcissist is being somebody's ex, so nobody really knows what the fuck they're talking about whenever it comes to discerning whether or not someone's good or bad or whatever. I think some people should be given a chance to, but I also think that a lot of this dogpile shit, I think that needs to be reserved for, like, Onision, Daddy of Five, Ruby Frank. But I think even with Onision, we fucked it up because, I mean, like, we started making claims and stuff that weren't true, so that makes everything that was true look fucking stupid. Like, everybody keeps trying to make it crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier so that they can be the Onision Hate Watch channel, but, like, they completely disregard of whether or not anything they're saying is true. But even a tiny little lie has really big consequences, even if it's about somebody bad, even if it's about somebody who deserves it. That's all for today's video. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll do some Crowley and Church of Satan. I'm kind of overdoing essays until I have another essay in my head, because I kind of want to do a borderline one too. Why don't y'all just spell? Hit that fucking bell. Hit that fucking bell. Hit that fucking bell. Hit that fucking bell. I'll fucking cut you.